Hey, what's going on? It's Jackie Morales with Community Circle, and I'm out and about today. I'm at the Scottsdale Harkins off the 101, and I have such a great guest with me. I'm really honored, truly honored to have Jason with me. He's the founder and the CEO of the Phoenix Film Festival. I know you're really familiar with it, so I'm excited to learn more about it. And something that you may not have known, because I just found out myself, is the Phoenix Film Festival also has a nonprofit tied into it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we jump into that, I do want Jason to introduce yourself again. Tell us a little bit more about who you are and how all of this got started.
Oh, sure. I'm, running the Phoenix Film Foundation. That's the nonprofit that operates everything we do year round, including the Phoenix Film Festival, which is the biggest thing we do.
Right.
And so this is our 25th year in operation. The festival's 2001 was the first year, but before that, we started the foundation.
Yeah.
And a couple of other, filmmakers, Chris Lamont and a filmmaker friend of his, they they were like, hey, there's no film festival in Phoenix that's any good.
Right, right.
And Phoenix is a world-class city. We should have a good festival.
Exactly.
And so they called the City of Phoenix Film Office, and the City of Phoenix gave them a cubicle to get going, and they brought on a few key volunteers to be part of the team, including my friend from high school, who became the program director, and
Awesome.
he asked me to come help volunteer, and that very first year was just like, you jump right in, like whoever's going to do what, and I did, and then for the next 5 years, I just accepted more and more responsibility as a volunteer. And then I was working in healthcare at the time. I quit my job and did this free for full time for 6 months until there was an executive director paid position.
And now here you are.
Yeah, 20
How
years
exciting.
later.
That's
great.
amazing. 20 years. Wow. Well, I'm really honored, like I said, to be here and to be talking about this. My heart is truly in community, so I'm happy to hear that you guys have that tie-in. So how is the foundation and the organization ran? Like, what does it focus on?
We do film education and film, and doing film discussions and things like that, because year round, we have during the summer we have high school film camps for high school students. We do it right out of our office, and so the kids over the course of a week will make a short film.
Okay.
And then we have about 6 different camps, including one that's 2 weeks long for advanced kids.
Okay.
And so at the end, we take all the films and we show them at the theater here at the end of the camp series.
Awesome.
And so it's a really cool thing. We keep the camps reasonably priced.
Okay.
And, each week we only take 10 to 12 kids, and that's it. So that way they get a good, solid experience.
Right.
They're not just hustling through and, playing a shrub,
That
in
is
the
so
background
cool.
at some camps.
I
But
love it.
they're directing, they're writing, they're acting. They all get to get involved in the things that they want to do the most during that camp. And so that's our summer. And then year-round, we do the Phoenix Film Society, which is a monthly screening group. We screen a couple times a month. People are members, and we do 2 films a month, depending on what's coming out. It's usually a film before it's in theaters, or some films that never hit theaters. We make those available to our members. And that's really great because we have a discussion after each film, led by Jeff Mitchell, who's part of the Phoenix Critics Circle. And so we have discussions about the film, like, was it any good? How were these things done? What were these aspects? And so it's kind of a little bit of educational, folks, educational opportunities. And that group is probably about 75% seniors. And so that's really great because it gets them out and about and, stimulated and having, an extra reason to get out and hang out with their friends. And
that's
so that's kind of cool too. And, so we do those couple things, and then we have IFP Phoenix, which is our educational arm and networking for the local film community. So they do a 48-hour film challenge in the summer. They do a 2-week film challenge in the fall. And then each month they have different programs for filmmakers to network and to learn. And so that's how we stay active with our film community locally. And then, we have as part of the Phoenix Film Festival, we have the Arizona Student Film Festival. And that happens on Saturday of the festival, second Saturday. And the winner, that's all only Arizona high school students.
Oh, wow.
So we want to make a showcase just featuring them, and the winner gets a $1,000 scholarship to whatever school they want, which is really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's a great program we have. And then we have the Phoenix Critics Circle as part of our nonprofit, and they do an annual awards and review films all year long.
So you guys stay busy, huh?
Yeah, we do. And so we try to do the full circle, where we have young kids being part of the festival and part of our education programs. And then, filmmakers, younger filmmakers, older filmmakers, and then film viewers and film critics. So we're capturing every
Wow.
piece of the film puzzle is kind of
That's
the
so
idea.
great.
Yeah.
And that's really important. And well, thank you guys for what you do. Again, we're speaking with Jason. He is the founder or the CEO, the CEO of the Phoenix Film Festival. And I'm just learning a lot of stuff right now that's going on with the nonprofit side of things. And we're also going to jump into, what you guys have coming up really soon as well. Now, if there is someone watching or listening right now on the radio, how can they get a hold to get more details, or if they're interested in wanting to be a part of the program?
Sure. If you go to the phoenixfilmfestival.com website, whether if you're just looking for the festival, that's on the primary on the top. But if you scroll down, all of our programs are represented down there.
Mhm.
And so you can just click on those and see what we have going on.
Okay.
And so that's a way to get involved, not just with the festival, but other things we do, and
Right.
at least get a feel for what we're doing and learn about who we are.
Okay.
It's being a nonprofit is a responsibility to be part of the community, and
Absolutely,
you've been
yes.
part of this community as long as I
Long
have,
time.
and so you understand,
Absolutely.
how important community is to Phoenix,
Mhm.
and so that's we take that responsibility
Yeah,
serious.
that's great, because I know that we have to also focus on our children and our next generation. And
Mhm.
if this is something that interests them, to be able to have an outlet or an organization that's willing to help them is just huge.
Yeah,
It's so
absolutely.
huge,
And even
yeah.
if they're most of these kids, they're not going to be filmmakers
Yeah.
long term, but they like it and they like doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to learn about team building,
Mhm.
leadership, organization, responsibility, all those things. And
Yeah.
one of our leaders on our team, Rebecca, said that the arts are a team sport. And
Oh.
so because it's true,
Yeah.
you learn about all those team things within those guidelines, and it's just
Absolutely.
it's the arts instead of football or baseball.
Yeah, and it's an experience, right? It could be their first experience, and
Right.
you never know. They just might be filmmakers.
And it's so easy,
Yeah.
now with on your phone, it's easy to make a film, and there's different ways to
Yeah.
do it, and
That's
that's
so
what our
true.
our camp director will talk about, using your phone and things you can do to elevate that.
Yes.
Lighting and microphones and things like that to do filmmaking on the cheap,
Yeah.
but improve, even if you're making YouTube videos, you can make them better by
Yes.
learning camera techniques and
Yeah.
things like that.
That's really cool, and you'll
Yeah.
learn all that with the classes and stuff
Right,
that you guys
yeah.
provide. Do you guys do fundraisers and stuff for your nonprofit?
We do. We do.
Okay.
Obviously, the festival's our biggest one, but we have an annual fundraiser called the Art of Film
Oh, okay.
that we do a Friday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
And it's and what we do there is we reveal our poster art for the particular year.
Okay.
So this year we have 6 different posters, and so
Nice.
that event, over the course of the evening, we have a silent auction, we have some food and drink, and then we reveal all of our posters, which is
Very
kind of our treat.
I love that. Jason, go ahead and share your website one more time.
Oh, sure. It's
Yes.
phoenixfilmfestival.com.
Awesome. Are you guys on social media too?
We are. We're on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, not Twitter yet.
We
I'm
were
not
on
Twitter.
Twitter.
No. I didn't mean to say Twitter. I'm sorry. I meant to say TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, we haven't quite got there.
Yeah?
So, yeah,
Okay.
we're playing on Instagram.
Okay,
We're
that's
there.
perfect.
Yeah.
You're exactly where you need to be. So make sure that you give them a follow. And then I did also want to talk about the big events that are coming up, since it is a huge part of the nonprofit organization. Let's talk about the film festival.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's 11 days, 275 screenings or so,
Wow.
different events, and not only do we have films, but we have parties on the opening weekend. We have a big
Nice.
opening night cocktail party.
Okay.
We have an industry night party, which is for the local film community. It's the biggest film networking event of the year, and we have a thing called Film Prom.
Okay.
So basically, you get dressed up like it's a grown-up prom, and it's our Saturday night party.
Very
And then
cool.
we do a few other special events, and we have panel discussions. So the filmmakers that we bring in from around the country and kind of around the world, they participate in different panel discussions during the weekends,
Very
and they're
cool.
free to
Okay.
attend. So you just come and get a ticket from our office to attend them,
Awesome.
and it's a great way to learn about filmmaking and
Yeah.
do it for free. which is
I've
kinda
been
cool.
to one before, and I had such a great time. It was an experience too, because I really wasn't educated about short films and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it was just being there, and everybody was so amazing, and it was very hospitable. I think it was in Chandler, in downtown Chandler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah. But
It was so much
I
fun.
think what the festival does when we talk about community, the festival just brings these people together. Having everything in one location, all of our parties and events right here at the theater and in the theater complex.
Yeah.
And that brings people together. Just everybody's just hanging out, watching movies,
It
grabbing a
is.
bite to eat, coming back, watching more movies, and the discussions that are held just bring everybody together.
Yeah.
Really great for these 11 days. And
So
and it's
awesome.
great. And like you said, we have short films, and we even have an animated feature this year, which
Oh,
is really
cool.
cool, called
Okay.
Sneaks.
Okay.
And it's great. The
Awesome.
trailer just dropped today.
Are you going to be dressing up in a tux? for the prom part?
We'll wear a jacket.
You're gonna wear a jacket?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's cool because you want to be comfortable too.
right, yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be so much fun. I look forward to it because I do want to attend this year. It's been a long time since I've been, and support, for the kids too, and being able to support the nonprofit side of things. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to be here on Community Circle. And we look forward to seeing you soon. We're speaking with Jason of the Phoenix Film Festival, and we want to make sure that you have a chance to experience it too if you never have, or if you have and you just love it and want to go back again. The website is
PhoenixFilmFestival.com.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that is another episode of Community Circle. Until next Sunday, we'll see you here.